So this week's chapter is focused on a few things. The first chapter by Deb Margolin talked about her experience coming in 1978 as a poet who had this gift, but she also had a lot of energy, and she wanted to express herself physically. And so she, in 1978, she meets this Russian titan who's doing an acting salon, and she goes to the salon, and she goes over her experience. And one of the things that was very surprising to me was that before the experience, she didn't really have any acting experience, and she didn't really have any interest in acting, but she knew she wanted to do something. And after doing it, some of the things that she talked about was very powerful. As I mentioned before, that one of my takeaways was a quote from her in the chapter where she says, like, acting is an emergency, and in an emergency, you do whatever works. What you do in a fire drill may bear no resemblance to what you do in an actual fire, but your odds of survival are greatly improved by a past enactment of the drills, right? And just how she went on from that in 1978 to in 1980 something, as she said, being in like a showcase where she was playing a vacuum saleswoman, and just how the chapter really just showed her evolution going from, being unsure to, having that acting salon or that acting workshop to just being like, oh man, this is what I want to do for the next 10, 20, 30 years of my life. And then chapter 12 by I believe his name is Leb Double. Is that his name? No, it's Lobdell. So in the chapter with Lobdell, he argues 2 points. His first point is that method actors' ability to live within the center of a paradox means that they are at once the character and not the character. And he also says that actors must simultaneously be within the given circumstances and the stage while allowing nor denying either. And then his second point in chapter 12 was that the method trains actors to illuminate their characters with inverted behavioral metaphors. And my takeaway from that chapter was how everything the actor does is a two-sided action, according to Lobdell. And the chapter also looks at just how central and important that relaxation is to the actor, while giving a few examples of it on the different pages. And I really think that both chapter 12 and the Margolin chapter really give good insights on what the method has meant to different people at different points in their lives. It was a great chapter to read, the Margolin one, and then chapter 12 was pretty short, but it was also very fascinating to see how someone like Lobdell was able to take something from the Strasberg method and from Stanislavski and what it meant to them and how they can analyze it and theorize the ideology behind it and the practicalness of it.